from my desk today because I have nowhere else to set you up in my room to make a nice backdrop. So we're just gonna have to make do. This is very odd lighting, I know, but this is just gonna be a quick little video today because I have just come off of the most stressful week ever. It was horrendous. I did not enjoy it at all. I had work, I had school, I had personal stuff, and mentally I did not handle it well. But I also know that exams are coming up, so I know that that is only going to intensify and get worse. Yay! So I have decided to make a quick little video of the top 5 things that I do to de-stress basically when I'm having a stressful week or just a lot is happening in my life. I don't usually do all of these things in a week. I tend to try and do at least one of them each week, though it's become harder and harder to do as school has progressed on and more has piled on, but I try, and I thought that I would share them because you might like them. The first thing that I like to do to help me de-stress is color. This is something that I've been doing for quite a while, and when adult coloring books came to be and the coloring trend happened, I was so excited because it meant that I could get more like intricate design coloring books and I could stop just going to the dollar store to get like the really easy, like, I don't know, Minnie and Mickey Mouse coloring books. I could actually have like legitimate ones that actually challenge me a little bit. Coloring, I don't know, there's just something about it that makes me really like zone out everything else and just focus on, I don't know, matching colors, making sure that a picture looks nice. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna put all my anxieties and worries about everything else out the window and just focus on, does pink go with blue right now in this picture? And I don't know, those are the kind of worries that I only want to have in my life rather than all the other worries I have. Also, when I color, I tend to play music or listen to Netflix. Like, I don't watch Netflix, I listen to it. And I have recently been playing my Christmas playlist because it is the holidays. I already have like a holiday candle right there ready to go. Tonight, I am decorating for Christmas. I'm like ready. The second thing that I like to do to help myself de-stress is watch Netflix, though it has to be a very specific way I watch Netflix. I tend to watch Friends, The Office, or recently I've been watching Drag Race because all those episodes just got added. When I watch Netflix to de-stress though, rather than just to have background noise, I like to turn all my lights off in my bedroom except for some like my Christmas twinkly fairy lights, and I always have a cup of either hot chocolate or tea with me because I find that that helps me relax even more. I tend to do this more like before I go to bed because it's a nice way to just like unwind after a long day. The third thing that I like to do to de-stress is clean areas that are within my sight line or that I could be using. So I found that last week I was sitting in my bed doing a lot of work, and that's not healthy. I like doing that, but I know I shouldn't do that. So I did a quick tidy of my desk down here so that I could actually sit at it and do homework, and I think that I was a lot more productive after I did that. Also, now I can sit here and film a video. I also tend to clean up all the areas within my sightline because I feel that if I am working on something but I can see cluttered mess anywhere, I will need to go address that immediately rather than focus on the thing that I actually need to get done. It's like, oh, there's a sock on the floor, let me pick up that sock, rather than, oh, I have a 6-page paper due tomorrow, let me write that, let me work on that. The fourth thing that I really like to do lately to help me de-stress is burn candles. I have a few scents that I like. I used to never like to burn candles. I was never that person. I was very much like, yes, candles smell great, but I don't like burning them. And then last year, I found the wonderful scent that is wild sage and aloe. It is so comforting. I call it my stress relief candle. I burn it when I'm studying or if I've just had a really long day. It just kind of gives this clean, fresh scent to my bedroom, and it just immediately relaxes me. The other scent that I am a huge fan of to help me de-stress is pumpkin cupcake. I burn my 2 candles of those all the time, and I've also got some really nice fall scented ones. I like those cozy warm scents that make me feel like I'm wrapped up in a blanket because it feels less like I'm doing homework or, you know, doing anything really that's like stressful, and I'm just relaxing and enjoying some time in my room. And the fifth and final thing that I do to help myself de-stress after a long week is Pamper Night. I tend to do these at least once a month where I just give myself a complete self-care night. I sometimes light candles, I sometimes put on playlists or Netflix, it doesn't matter, I just have something going. And I tend to do mainly the same things. I usually have a shower that day and blow dry my hair and put a hair treatment in. I brush my hair out and put a hair treatment in. I use this Moroccan oil stuff that really makes my hair really soft and nice to touch. And then I wash my face and I do a BRA nose strip, because when you work at Sephora, you put on a lot of makeup and your pores get very gross very fast. So I use BRA nose strips to clean that out real quick. Then I clean my face with micellar water while that BRA strip is on, because everywhere else needs to be cleaned as well. Then I also like to paint my nails. My nails right now are like super lame. I bit them all off. I was so stressed. So I just did a really nice light beige color, just so that I have something on my nails and they're not plain, and then they can grow a little more. Then I do a face mask, a sheet mask. I tend to like using the Bath & Body Works ones because I have quite a collection of those. And then once that is done, I rub the moisturizer from the face mask into my face, and that's it for the night. I really love Pamper Nights. They really help me like forget about everything else and just zone in on me and how I am feeling. So I think they're super crucial. You can do whatever you want though during your Pamper Nights. That's kind of just what I do. Sometimes I do even more, like I'll moisturize my arms and my legs and my feet and hands and do everything, and it's just like I'm completely smooth and in bed wrapped in my blankets with my space heater on and Netflix on, and by the end of the night it's like, oh, all my responsibilities are nowhere in sight. And that's it. Those are my top 5 de-stressors. Like I said before, I try and put these in at least once a month in my schedule because they are quite helpful for me with all the stuff that I have going on in my life, and I would definitely recommend you make time for yourself as well. I know self-care seems trendy right now, and you know, almost like, I don't know, influencers do it, I don't know, but it's really important. I don't think it's a fad or a trend that people are just now cracking into. I think it's like a legitimate thing that everyone should be doing, because it does make you feel better, even if it's just for like an hour. It helps you recenter yourself and it makes a ton of difference. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you implement some of these de-stressors in your life. If you have other ones, let me know down below what you do to help you de-stress during a long week or month or even year if you're like me. But yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Bye!